Welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen, where today we're going to be making bacon and Gruyere popovers. I made these as a test run last weekend and they came out fantastic. And also, let's not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're a new viewer, I see that there's like 235 viewers randomly on YouTube, which is great. If you can subscribe, that would also be great. I picked up 3 new subscribers. Thank you very much, by the way. I appreciate that. After my last pitch for subscribers. So anytime you want to comment on perhaps the way I say Gruyere or whatever else you would like to comment on, maybe there's something you find delicious or you've tried it, let me know. I'd appreciate that. So getting into this recipe, right now I have the oven preheating at 450 degrees with the popover pan on top of a baking sheet because you don't want spillover, similar to the way we bake pies. You're going to want a big, large bowl, preferably with a spout. That's going to help us out. The other key to popovers is room temperature, and that is whole milk at room temperature. 1.5 cups of whole milk, room temperature. Eggs, 3 large eggs, room temperature. So let's start with that. Let's start with the milk. I like how I have my hand does this weird different thing. So we're going to start with 1.5 cups of whole milk, warm to room temperature. Just leave it out, hanging around. And then, like I say, 3 large eggs, also room temperature. We're just going to throw these into the large bowl and we're going to whisk this until well combined. Just like so. That looks fantastic. Now we are going to add our salt. And again, I'm using the Himalayan pink salt, so we want some fine salt with this. We're going to add our salt. We're also going to add our flour. And we're going to go ahead and whisk this up until it forms sort of a batter. Very good. Now we're ready for our other ingredients. I have 4 strips of center cut bacon that I've already pre-cooked and let sit on a paper towel and kind of get a majority of the grease. But I also did save the reserved bacon fat from the pan because we're going to use that within this recipe. So 4 strips of pre-cooked bacon go in. I also have the Gruyere cheese. Look at that. So this is 4 ounces of cheese. If you buy, like I bought the 6-ounce package, so you just pretty much mark it with a knife and then grate it down. I also have some scallions. I have 2 tablespoons of thinly sliced scallions, and we're going to add this in here as well. Once we get this all mixed up, we're going to just gently mix it with our whisk. So our popover pan is superheated. And we're going to take some avocado spray, and we're just going to spray very well each pan. And then with our reserved bacon fat, we're going to take approximately a half teaspoon. And we're just going to put that in the bottom of each one of these pans. Just like so. This is going to add that delicious bacon flavor that we all know and love. Now, I just want to rotate this for filming purposes and ease of use. I don't want to be stretched over this hot pan and accidentally burn myself. And this is where the handy dandy spout comes in. So we're just going to mix this. We don't want to over mix the batter. Mix it a little bit like so. And then we want to fill each cup about 2/3 of the way full. And you're like, what's 2/3 of the way full? I don't really know either. I do have a pretty good estimate though. It's about there. And you'll get the cheese and the bacon and all the goodness right in the pan. You can always get to the end and figure it out from there too. That's pretty good. Now we can look and see which ones are a little on the light side and fill it in with whatever's left over. All right, so there we go. Now, I know you're asking, Dave, I don't have a popover pan. Can I use a regular muffin tin? And you can, it's just that you're not going to get the fluted look of the popover. I don't know if you've ever had a popover before, but they are very delicious. I was recently at a higher end restaurant where they served it as like an appetizer sort of, but it was just plain. It didn't have any of the cheese. It didn't have any of the great flavorings that we have here. So I'm going to pop this into the oven at 450 for 20 minutes, and then at the end of the 20 minutes, I'm going to lower the heat down to 350, and we're going to bake it without opening the door or anything. We're going to bake it for another 10 minutes until golden brown, maybe 10, maybe 15. You'll have to see from your oven, see how it looks. But when we come back, we're going to have delicious popovers. It's going to be fantastic. I'll see you shortly. Okay, so we're back. Look at these beautiful popovers. The smell in the air is fantastic with the bacony smell. Now, once they're removed from the oven, you want to take them out pretty much right away and put them onto a cooling rack. They tend to fall over. These are just gorgeous. And the final step, what we're going to do is we're going to just slit the bottom a little bit with a sharp knife to release some of the steam. If you could smell how wonderful these are, I think you're really going to enjoy these a lot. I ate them rather quickly. So just in the base here, we're just going to, with a sharp knife, cut a little slit, and that's going to help release some steam that's built up inside. They are very hot, so be careful not to burn yourself. Perhaps I should have gotten a sharper knife than this one. However, you're going to find these popovers to be rather delicious with the melty cheese. These are still too hot to eat, unfortunately. It's going to take some time for them to cool down. But once they do, they're going to be really fantastic. And again, thanks for tuning in to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. These are the bacon Gruyere, bacon Gruyere popovers. Absolutely delicious, a must try. You must try these if you like popovers. They're super flavorful. Thanks again for tuning in. As always, click down below to subscribe. Click the link to the recipe. Get the full printable recipe along with all kinds of other fun information from my website. And we'll look forward to seeing you in February for the Dinner for Two series, dinners that are dividable by two. See you later. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on Crazy Dave's Kitchen.